Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to my peoples and my guys, look alive, look alive. It's your boy Ack Reacher with another episode of the Jab Jamboree produced by the LDBC, executive produced by the full Berserker clan. Let's get into it. Yes, sir. So I was out for a little bit, y'all. So I didn't really get to talk about Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter really like I really wanted to. So I figured y'all know y'all wanted to hear what old Quattro Cinco had to say. So I figured I give y'all a little quick reaction and everything on how I felt. Of course, I want to give shout outs and congratulations to Sean Porter for a well contested fight. He didn't come in there to lay down. Got much respect and appreciation for Sean Porter for doing so. And he doesn't have anything to feel bad about or hang his hat down about. He did his thing. He did his thing. He tried his hard. To be honest with you, it was a well contested fight. It actually kind of played out exactly like how I thought. I knew that if Sean Porter would get stopped, like I caught the 11th round, but it ended up being the 10th. It really would have been the 11th round because I think Sean Porter would have lasted the 10th round and then he would have got stopped in the 11th round. But Kenny Porter, but we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. Um, I think that Sean Porter is a great fighter and also a great person and a great ambassador for the sport. He did all he could do. To be honest with you, I had Sean Porter winning the first round, right? Then I had Terrence Crawford slightly winning the second round. All the rest of those rounds I gave to Sean Porter up into the seventh. So basically, I gave Sean Porter damn near like 8 rounds. You might as well say. And then what I knew was going to happen was going to happen. It's like the same thing that happened to Terrence Crawford, like I was saying on bullshitting on the Beltway. The same thing that happened to Tank when somebody or one of his mans came to him and was like, only difference it was Mayweather. But Terrence Crawford, somebody in his corner was like, yo, they got you down on the cards. He's like, how? It's crazy because Tank said the same exact thing when Mayweather said it to him. He's like, how? And that kills me. So you know what I mean. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I never find out if that's true. I should go back and find out if Terrence and if Tank and the Barrios fight and this and the Sean Porter fight. Terrence they saying is down and he's saying how. I want to know if they were really down, like at that moment in the fight before they got the knockout. I want to know that. But that is a great, even if it wasn't true or not. Shoot, that I ain't gonna lie. I think that would have had anybody that was a boxer, you know what I mean, really up. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. It was like something out of a movie almost. It's like damn near something out of a movie. it's like he said what he said, and then like 15 seconds after, Sean Porter was on the canvas, and he's like, "All right, I'm down. All right." That's how surgical Terrence Crawford is. That's how surgical Terrence Crawford is, man. I ain't gonna lie. The pay per view numbers, from what I heard, they didn't do so great. I'll try not to focus on that because I think that this was such a good fight that there's no need to focus on that. You know, there's no need to focus on that. So, uh, they both definitely, you know what I mean, gave us all what we wanted. And it's just crazy because, man, it just seemed like even though the punches that Sean Porter was throwing, it didn't seem to be affecting him. It just, to me, it just was kind of like Terrence Crawford was still overwhelming him. You know what I mean? And every time he would throw something to the body, you could tell like it affected Sean Porter. I seen it when he switched to southpaw. He would throw the straight left uppercut to the body, and then he actually came up with it a little more, turned it to an uppercut and a knockdown. The first knockdown, he caught him with the uppercut, and then a barrage of punches. And then the second knockdown, he tried to catch him with the uppercut, missed, but came back with the right cross jab and knocked Sean Porter down and set him up. You know what I mean? But that ain't the only thing that happened that night. That ain't the only thing that happened that night. The slime was in the building. Earl Spence, let's get it. The big homie was in the building. And a lot of Earl Spence detractors. We was trying to understand why Kenny Porter was doing all of that. Yeah, we understand he was trying to protect his son, but I ain't gonna lie, Sean Porter was banging his glove on the canvas. He was conscious. It's not like he was unconscious to where you needed to stop the fight. I thought that he stopped the fight way too early, man. Stopped the fight way too early. Uh, and then afterwards, I'm hearing, you know, like I said, they telling me Sean Porter said he gonna retire. I don't think he should retire. I don't think he should retire. For what? You showed me you had a lot left. Like I said, I gotta admit, I had you winning until about the 8th round. Well, you was still winning. I'm just saying, like, that's when Terrence Crawford to me started coming on. It was like right after the 7th round. It was like, okay, there go Bud. Okay. Um, and then now me thinking that Earl being there, I mean, even though Earl did say he I forgot what fight it was, and I believe Bud went there, and then they asked Earl about Terrence, and then he was like, I believe he said something like, "Oh, I don't know why he came because I wouldn't go to his fight or whatever." Even though I never believed that, I'm the type of person I never believed that. But I think they should go to each other's fights. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. I think that that was a good sign that he was there because maybe we might get a possible fight. Shoot, I don't want this Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford one to be the last good one that we had for a while because it damn sure was a good fight. Dag, yo. Had Earl in the building. Earl left though when he seen that Kenny just 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 had disregard for Earl, just straight through the towel. Straight through the towel after the second knockout. Straight through the towel, man. I ain't see the reasoning for that. Cause like I said, he was conscious. Let him go out on his shield. And then Kenny Porter, the post-fight interview, when they come to him, they say, Kenny Porter put a lot of stuff out there on the table that I think that he should put. He didn't train like how he's supposed to train. Duh. I knew that. But don't tell the fans that. Like, you know what I mean? That's something that you keep in-house. Even somebody at my job said that. Like, he shouldn't have did that to his son. It was already bad enough he had to take the loss. And it was a stoppage loss on top of that. And then what hurts even more is that that fight was actually winnable for Sean Porter. So that's what will hurt you even more in the fight. Like, the fight was actually winnable. And then he let it slip away. So that hurts even more. When the fight is actually winnable. It's not like Sean Porter couldn't have won. Like I told you, I had him up. First round Sean, second round Bud, and then from that on it was all Sean to me. Even if the shots I felt like didn't even affect Bud. And I thought there was one good looping shot that Sean got on the inside. I think it was an overhand right that he landed and Bud just took it. It was like it was nothing. I gotta give a lot of credit to these guys, man. It was a well tested fight. It looked like Bud have like a little abrasion at the top of his eye. And you know, Sean he opened up old stitches and stuff like that. But like I said, I don't think he should retire. Tank actually said the same thing I said. He said I don't think he should retire. You know what I'm saying? Sean Porter, man, gave us if it is um Sean Porter's last hurrah, which I don't think. I just think that he needs a little while off. He needs a long time off. I think he'll be back. But if it is, you know what I mean, salute to him. He gave us, you know, a lot of thrills and stuff like that. It's crazy that he said that me and my dad never talked about that. That's how you know Sean Porter never even thought he was gonna get stopped. Cause he said him and his dad never even talked about that. And I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that. That's confidence. That's what you're supposed to have going into the ring. That shows you what type of fighter Sean Porter is. He never even believed he would get stopped. He said we never even talked about that. But I think just in case you should have a talk about that. Like, yo, I want to go out on my shield. Do not throw the towel for nothing and nobody. I don't care if a freaking typhoon come through here. Don't throw the towel. And then one of the reporters told Sean Porter, see, that's how I know he might be back. Because one of the reporters was like, "Oh man, it was such a great fight." He said, "Yeah, it was so great. It makes me. That's what makes me something want to do it again." And I'm like, "See, oh yeah, happy Thanksgiving to all my peoples out there. You know what I mean? Happy Turkey Day and all of that. Hope y'all sharing it with y'all families, uh, or with somebody that you really care about." Yes, sir. But back to now as far as Terrence Crawford, and Earl Spence is concerned, to me, that's the next fight. Unless the WBA is gonna get Ugas out of this tournament, and one of them could fight Ugas, but I don't see that happening. I think they gonna give Stallone a shot. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Stallone could win. So I think that might mess up the whole WBA. You know what I mean? So I could kind of see Stallone edging Ugas. But if not, because I heard that somebody told me that Buzz said if he don't get the Earl Spence fight next, he's gonna go up to 154. And honestly, I don't mind seeing him and Jamel Charlo. I don't mind seeing him and Jamel Charlo. I think Jamel Charlo, I think he would make that fight quick. As long as you know he ain't got nothing on, he got to take care of business with Castano. I think they got the rematch in February, so we looking forward for that. But yeah, I think like I said, if Terence Crawford don't get the Earl Spence fight, maybe he should go up to 154. Maybe he should go up to 154. Why not? He definitely deserved to be number one pound for pound. I don't think that nobody should be disputing um the whole thing with what's his name with Canelo. No, don't get me wrong. I think that Canelo is up there, but I don't think that he's over Terence Crawford, especially after this fight. Like Terence Crawford actually really challenged himself, like somebody that, and Terence Crawford don't even lose rounds like that. So that kind of shows you the level with Sean Porter. And like I said, Sean Porter, he should not retire. It's not like that fight wasn't winnable. It's just like I said, uh, made a couple mistakes. Sometimes when you make a few mistakes, somebody that's good gonna pick you apart off of that. Pardon me. But yeah, so I want to see Earl and Bud next. Ugas could fight Stallonis, and he can actually wait around for the winner. Even though I don't think that he's the one that should be even waiting for the winner, but actually maybe he do deserve that after beating Pacquiao. Maybe he do deserve that. Maybe he do. But then again, Terence Crawford did just beat Sean Porter and stop him. It's crazy how he did it too. He was comfortable in there, like he wasn't even worried about nothing to me. Great fight, man. Great fight. But that's all I really got on this one. Um I thought it was a great fight. I'm just looking forward to seeing what Bud does next. I heard Earl Spence was training. I heard he was in Vegas training. Um, you know what I mean? So I don't know if he started a training camp yet. I don't know what the situation is with him. I heard that he wants to come back February, January, February, maybe. So I guess we'll just be waiting and seeing. With that being said, man, salute to the LDBC, salute to the usual suspects and the full Berserker clan. It's your boy, Act Reacher. I never see you wrong, and I'm out.